in the bathroom-ish with Sarah Corbett-Winder. Now, she sat next to me at a Take Back Time launch, and I was highly amused. And we had a great dinner.
We did.
But this is that moment of ruthless exposure.
Don't.
Because you took one look at yourself, and for those of you who are meeting Sarah for the first time, she's a fabulous, first of all, you have to follow her on Instagram because she's incredibly stylish. She has the Kipper Club, which does wonderful suits, and she's a very individual dresser, and I love an individual dresser. She never conforms. You really never conform. And everything you look at, when you look at her, she's like a work of art. You want to keep looking. First thing I see in the truth chair.
Go on, you could say it.
I'm going to say it because I too had an addiction to seeing my skin a different colour.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, look, I look like a Satsuma.
You don't quite look like a Satsuma. But I think what's interesting, and so many women out there will appreciate this, is we have a relationship with our skin where we just want to see it in a certain light. And I used different types of tanner to, in a way, I thought, even out my skin. So when I had congestion, it just gave an evenness. In the winter, I felt great. And it sort of, to me, it was bad for me. It was number 7 mousse bronzer. It was appalling.
Okay.
And it smelled, and I used a really old sponge. This is before the days when I got into skincare. But it made my congestion so much worse. I am going to suggest to you that we're just going to start off with a bit of removal and see what's under there, because it's always good. Yeah. But you've done it for how long? Let's just talk this through.
Probably just growing up. Well, I've always thought, I think I read an article when I was young, that in the Daily Mail or something, that said you look so much younger and better when you're brown. And I think there was a whole thing of different women, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, they look better with a tan. So I've always just popped a few little drops into my moisturiser. It's just a sort of habit. It's not, even when you asked me this morning, it wasn't like, oh, I've done that because I'm coming to see you. It's just what I did.
Yeah, I totally get why you do, because I think it's whatever we do to make ourselves feel, we look in the mirror and we feel healthy and well. With skincare today, what I want to do is get to a place where you can look at your skin and feel, I feel healthy and well. And to me, that's a mixture of ingredients you put in, mechanisms by which you massage. You've actually, underneath everything, I think, got a really pretty skin. But right now, I can't quite see it because, you know what I'm going to tell you? Your brows get really involved in that fake tan.
Okay.
And as a result, I don't see the majesty of your brows. You have amazing brows, but they've been absorbed by the bronzer a little bit.
So interesting. God, you learn something every day, don't you?
Yeah. So I'm just going to see what's under there, and I also want to know, how, even though these are come off at night stuff, maybe you've done them so much that there's a bit of permanent residue. I don't know. We're going to see. So are you ready to see the colour?
The moment of truth.
All right. Let's have a flannel. And then we can just have a first
so nice, like having a massage.
A little massage.
I am slightly more olive than pale, but I was enhanced then. I was definitely.
But when you go in the sun,
I go very brown.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And do you use SPF?
Yeah. I use it every day on my face. And
you do?
On my body,
But when you go in the sun, you go very brown. Is that a statement of fact from many years ago and your memories of it? Or when you go in the sun, is it day 5 when you're thinking, I want a bit of tan?
God, it's so what we're used to, isn't it? Yeah, growing up, it was like, again, that article that said you looked better. And also I'm sure it said that a woman looks thinner when they're brown. Have you read that before?
God.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
the things that you get affected by.
You do. It's so interesting. It's like some women have their mothers maybe say one comment about their body when they grow up, and then they just hear that. You know? So I think
it's all they hear.
Yeah. And so it's about really realizing we can change that narrative. So we got that. I mean, that you came with no makeup on, but then that's what's underneath. I'm definitely going to go again, but this time around I'm going to go with Better Off. I want to do a bit of a cleanser, which has got some acids in it, but not strong acids, because you did say to me your skin was a bit sensitive.
I do have sensitive skin. I went through a phase, again, what I was probably reading in the press, that we needed to do all these really strong, harsh things to our face, and my skin didn't really enjoy that.
Is this a TikTok moment?
Probably something, but I'd be young if I used all these lotions and potions. My skin just likes just kinder things, nothing too aggressive.
I mean, when I look at your skin, I think that there's a little congestion. Tell me what you do now. Tell me that routine, morning and night. So starting in the morning.
So in the morning, I actually, again, you can tell me if I'll be doing this tomorrow or not, but somebody told me that it's not good to really give your face a really good scrub in the morning. Yeah, I can see your face. I probably will be doing that tomorrow morning.
I didn't say anything, but I'm just interested in where you got that one from.
So again, somebody told me that if you just wet your face with a little bit of water in the morning, because you've got all the goodness from the night. I mean, I'm actually now
but this is so good to hear, because it's amazing what we hear and what resonates. So keep with the story.
A bit of water in the morning, just lightly, like to sort of freshen my face. Then I love a serum, something. My skin, it always feels so thirsty and like ready for some lovely oils and goodness.
So you do an oil?
I do an oil.
Nice oil.
Yeah, really nice oil. That
on your congested skin. No, a nice oil. This is good though, this is good.
Really
a nice oil.
A nice oil could really congest me.
Then big molecule salts to really get in that pore and block it.
Then I add my orange to my moisturiser, my tanning drops to my moisturiser. Rub. What
moisturiser?
I really enjoy your moisturiser. I like a light.
Which moisturises me?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I like something light and not too heavy. And then I put my SPF over the top, just a thin. Again, I don't like anything too thick. Your eye cream I'm obsessed with. I never get enough sleep. And when I look in the mirror, I always don't want black bags, but I feel I have them. And I feel that's actually really helped since I've been using it. Makeup wise, I love a serum with a bit of like foundation in. Again, it's probably why I'm congested, but I love oily stuff. To feed the congestion.
Yeah.
But my congestion is always around my mouth. And I feel it's when, I hate the word stress, but when I'm letting the world in. This is a sort of display of how I am inside.
Everything on your face is about inflammation. And it's about how much you're increasing inflammation. So inflammation can result in a skin condition like rosacea or eczema, or it can result in acne or congestion, because those are all inflamed. And sugar feeds inflammation. At the beginning, I was told you might have rosacea, but looking at your skin, you just have a little congestion, because you're a little tiny bit red here, but for your skin to use oil, like a heavy molecule oil,
and I use it
is one of the worst things you can do, in my opinion. It's not everyone's opinion.
Because I'm just blocking it.
And if I look at some really great facialists who look at people's skin under a big magnifying glass, they know immediately if somebody's used oil, even if they've used a vitamin C, which is an oil-based vitamin C. Because a lot of people like an oil-based vitamin C because they like the feeling of an oil. But then ascorbic acid, which is a very small, can be a small molecule, you put it in a big heavy oil formulation, and then it's going to behave slightly differently. But I would say a little element is, how do we clear your skin without also using really aggressive products? But get it to a place of balance and harmony.
Exactly. I never feel like it's a harmony. It's always a bit like up and down.
So I might suggest that you do a skincare diary for me, and for a week you do this Bronzer Anonymous. And you every day you say, no, but seriously, you would just, I came to admit and something could restore me to sanity, and I let go. Do that, and then think about what you're eating in terms of, it might be you eat really healthy, I don't know.
No, I do eat very healthily.
So if you don't have that much sugar, then it's not coming from that. It could literally be what you're putting on your face.
Well, it would explain it.
Okay, we're going to go to the bath now and just wash off the better off. This notion you brought up, darling, which is, you read somewhere that you shouldn't wash your face really in the morning. Okay, so my thought on this one is that overnight, we should never wear a heavy cream at the end of our routine. We could do retinoids, we could do some acids, whatever we might be doing. Because to me, what comes up through the night, because your body is always in fight or flight. So during the day, the way you use products, they'll behave differently than at night. Because during the day, they're fighting all the free radicals. So if you have vitamin C during the day, it's sort of doing everything to protect you. But a vitamin C at night doesn't have to fight like that, so it can actually do things inside. So they can just behave a bit differently. That's why we use retinoids at night. So our body is relaxed, so the products can work, and they can just be restoring your skin. But what it means is, all the shit is coming out on top of your skin, and you wake up in the morning and you have this sort of slight film on your skin. A lot of people think, oh, that looks lovely, let me not take it off. That's the shit you need to take off.
So I then get oil.
When you just when you just put water on and then you put an oily serum on, then that pore is just having, it's like, oh, I just spent all night getting all that shit out. And whoosh! You're throwing some oil on me and you're not even cleaning me off.
Okay, right.
So the moral of this story is wash your face in the morning. Okay. You know, we have a gel cleanser Better Off, and it's a little HAs and a little PHA. So it's a mix. Taking off in the morning preps your skin that whatever you put in it is going to work really well.
Yeah.
So in the morning, the first thing I would do with you is do a PHA. So you still want a little gentle acid.
Okay.
You still want to always have that way to exfoliate your skin, but not make it sensitive.
Okay, just not too aggressively.
Not too aggressively. Okay. So in the morning, I would do a PHA. In the evening, on your skin, I would do a BHA. A BHA.
Okay.
A BHA is oil attracting oil. So the oil in your skin is going to be attracted by the formulation, which is salicylic acid with willow bark, which is the natural form of salicylic acid. And together, they're going to extract and help to heal congestion. And they will reduce pores. You don't actually have big pores, I mean, tiny bit around the nose, but just that congestion, it's going to really help. Yeah. All right. And then you're going to mix it with, at night, you will do one night a BHA. So this step in the morning would be the PHA. Yeah. And in the evening would be the BHA. All right. Okay. And then after that, you could do some hyaluronic acid at night and Energize Me. I mean, literally light. Yeah. That's, really light. Again, that's it. An eye cream. In the morning, which we're doing now, I'm putting on the PHA. Yeah. And then you might do a bit of lymphatic, because when we have a bit of blockage, it's really good to move our lymph, because our lymph is taking all the toxins out of our body. Yeah. All right. So to do that, I'm going to help you with this. So you're going to put a bit of Plump Up on, which is a peptide. So you are how old, darling?
38.
All right. So time for a little bit of things that help plump the skin. So I'm just going to, you just put that on everywhere like that. All right. And then you're going to do a little moving in circles like this, there, and then round the back. And this is opening up your lymph node. And then round the back of your ear, and then round the front of your ear. And you can pull your actual earlobes. You've got earrings on. But it's just really good. It's sort of activating. Our ears have so many, if you follow Chinese acupuncture, they have so many points in them that just getting them, to me, it's sort of doing a workout on your ears. Yeah. And then you're going little circles again, front, and little circles back. Very small little circles. And then when you let go, it will feel like it's a bit wet. Yeah. And that's the lymph moving, because the lymph is water-based. It's just under your skin before your blood vessels. And that slight, gentle tingling, you're moving. So unless you unblock here, this stays blocked. And then if you're doing your own stuff, you go up to the ear and then down, and you don't release until you get to here, your clavicle. Okay. And you can just do this motion one side with one hand, and then the other follows through. And just do this a few times. This is like using a gua sha.
I've always wanted to know how to do this.
And then we go like this, and we go to the jaw, to the end of the jawline, and then down, and then again. And a last one, a little bit of Energize Me, because that's your moisturizer.
Yeah, I love that.
There, tiny bit of that. I'm going to do some too. There. And then we'll do a little bit of eye cream. Or I put it on after.
Did I see you putting it on your lips the other day?
I did, yes, because it's very good for lip lines. Right. You don't have lip lines, darling,
I'm going to do it.
So we're prepped. Yeah. All right, now SPF, because even though it is a cloudy day, always. And we needn't have done Energize Me, we could have gone straight to this. But so far, no oil has touched your skin. Just saying.
It feels so light and lovely.
Yeah. Don't need to smother. And in the evening, I want you to use Overnight Clarity, because this is going to have niacinamide in it, which I think is going to be good for your skin, just to reduce that slight congestion. And it's going to also have retinol in it, which is going to help just to accelerate skin cell turnover and heal your skin. And so that's going to be your routine. So now we got our prep skin. I'm going to talk to you, just because I was originally going to do microneedling on you, but because you have slight activeness here, and I would say if you ever microneedle, it will be on your forehead. Okay. And just your forehead. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do it, but
so intrigued
you then don't do it anywhere other than what I say.
Okay.
So you could do it on your neck,
Yeah.
All right, because it's really good. And I would do, you know, every twice a week on your neck, and then you do the elevator other times. But just doing neck prevention is what would be in your case. Mine's neck repair. It's got a needle that comes separately, and you should change it every 24 uses, all right? Because it's really important. First of all, a blunt needle won't do anything, but it's a 0.5. At the moment, I wouldn't use it anywhere, but if we do this routine for a couple of weeks of really clearing your skin, I think you'll find your forehead will not have anything on it.
Okay.
So you could then use it on your forehead.
Okay.
And then as you get to a stage where your congestion clears up, you can use it perhaps, you know, just, I would say forehead here and maybe here, because this congestion is not, you don't pick your spots.
No.
You know, they're just these sort of,
like,
it's
like inflammation.
It's a little, it is totally on a clean skin at night. And then I would put a water-based plump up inside, because this is going to have a smaller molecule side, go deep into your skin, do lots of repair, stimulate collagen and elastane, like this.
Like a cross.
Yeah, like a cross. And then I'll put plump up on.
Okay.
Like that. And you might, some skin, you see, if you were really sensitive, you would go quite red.
Okay.
But you just have a very small amount, and it will die down in 2 seconds. So it shows me also when I put it on somebody's skin, I can think, can they take it? But this is literally, and you're doing like you're going across a checkerboard.
Yeah.
All right. So it's like that. And it just, to me, is one of the best things you can do at home, but to do it properly. And if anyone watching has rosacea or a little congestion, you know, it's not advisable to use and go and speak to your dermatologist doctor. They would say do it in salon, but I think anyone with congestion shouldn't be doing microneedling. But when it's gone and you have the scarring and acne scarring, it's very good.
Oh, is it?
For acne scarring, because you want to gently break down the scarring. And if it's quite new scarring and you have no spots anymore, it really helps. And also pigmentation, like dark spots that you get from scarring sometimes, it just gently breaks them down. Okay, so if you look at your skin, you see there's just a little bit of redness. All right, so
thank you.
That is your intro to microneedling when you're ready to do it.
Today, Matthew, I'm not orange. So